relationships and dating and all that thing, all those things. And what I've learned for sure. Hey, my beautiful people. I hope you're doing good. I hope your week is great and is going on great. Whether it is good or bad, I hope God is helping you with whatever you're dealing with. Yeah, whether you're job, family, employed, you're just trying to figure out your things, man. It happens. People try and figure out even as the adult. Like me right now, I'm just trying to figure out my life. But anyway, I hope you're good. I hope you have had a good week so far. If you're watching this at the beginning of the week, I pray that you have a good week. And if you're watching it at the end of the week, I hope your week has been good. So I've really been debating on just creating this video. Um, yeah, because it sucks, whatever I'm going to talk about. Um, as you can see in the title, I'm going to talk about Christian relationships and dating and all that thing, all those things. And what I've learned for sure about Christian dating at 25 years old. So I'll start with the first one. I'm just looking at my notes here on my other phone, so please don't mind me when I look down just a little bit. So number one, what I have learned for sure about Christian dating and relationships is God needs to be met all throughout, not just at the beginning, but all throughout. Man, that is hard. It is not impossible, but it is hard at times. If we are to have a real conversation with Christians and for them to be real and open and genuine, many people fall into sin. Y'all, let's be real. Many people who say they're Christians, they fall into sexual sin. Yeah, it happens. And let's be real. We are not clapping our hands to them, but what we're saying is these things happen. And when that happens, God is removed out of the picture. And that's why I was saying that God needs to be in it all throughout. Um, yeah, God needs to be in it all throughout. I mean, if you want your marriage to be founded on God and along the way you just mess it up, I mean, God forgives, yes, but what I'm saying is there is a reason why God intended sex to be in marriage and in marriage only. When you screw it up, man, I'm not saying that it won't work, but there'll be a lot of issues. Trust, just so many things. So many issues crop up from fornication. Yeah, and I'm just being real with you. So point number two. Yeah, Christian guys. I mean, Christian girl or boy doesn't equal compatibility. Oh, girl, you need to hear that. Christian girl or Christian boy does not equal compatibility. Say that again with me. Christian girl, Christian boy does not equal compatibility, man. It doesn't. I mean, marriage, God created marriage to be a beautiful union. And this is something that you'll enter into for the rest of your life. So I feel like you need to be compatible in the most important areas of your life to you with your fellow partner. For example, the things that you value the most, um, yeah, he also upholds them as much as you do. Compatibility is important, and compatibility does not necessarily, okay, compatibility is wide. There are people who describe compatibility in different ways, but compatibility can be, for example, introvert, extrovert, which is good when you have different personalities, but you also have to have things that you love, you share in common, like values, like hobbies, like, I mean, we are Christians, but we are to just sign up for boring marriages. So it is important, very, very important that you are compatible. Even though personalities can be different, although you can be different in some areas, there needs to be a bit of balance of the things where you share same values and you share same maybe desires, and maybe you love doing some few things the same, not everything, but there needs to be a level of compatibility for it to work, because I mean, you don't want to spend the rest of your life with someone whom you're not compatible. Yeah. So number three is accountability is key. Yo, yo. Whenever you seclude yourself from people and accountability, man, things just go haywire way fast. Haywire way fast. Say it with me. Haywire way fast. Accountability is key. Girl, you need accountability. If there is no accountability in your relationship, man, it is doomed. It is doomed to fail. And I don't mean um uh like airing your dirty linens out there. What I mean is, uh especially if you're a Christian, a dude or a chick, I mean, you want to honor God in your walk. You need, and that's why God has placed people here on earth as mentors, as quote unquote gods, like your family. I mean, like your parents, for example. There's also your spiritual leaders, like your spiritual pastor. So, yeah, you need accountability. Whenever you seclude yourself, you bring in a lot of, what is it called? You bring in a lot of just trouble. When you're accountable to someone, there are places you cannot go, there are things you cannot do, because like there are people whom I'm also accountable to apart from God, like here on earth. So accountability is king. Number four, which I feel like is very important, is friendship is also key. K in caps and E in caps and Y in caps. Friendship is key. Man, just saying I love you is not enough, man. Love is not enough. I feel like an old woman who has been married. I have never been married, but I feel like love is not enough. Honestly, it's not enough to sustain a relationship. Uh, well, I have been in a relationship. That's why I'm speaking like that. We were both Christians, and things didn't turn out uh, well, but oh well, all things work together for good. So, one thing I came to learn that is friendship is key. Love can disappear, love can fade away. Okay, what people term as love is like the feelings, all those things. Um, at times, those at any seat I love, let me call it attraction. Attraction fades away. After you're with someone for a long period of time, that those two butterflies and you're gonna feel at the very beginning, they end up fading away, man. And there needs to be more than just attraction. There needs to be friendship, man. Friendship is amazing. I have seen couples who are just friends. Like you can just outrightly see that they are friends, and I adore it and I love it. And I think it's an amazing thing uh, to be friends with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend or with your husband. Very important. It sets a very good foundation even for your marriage. How I look at it is, for me, I feel like I would want my children to look at my marriage with my spouse and be like, this is what I want for marriage. This is how godly marriages should look like. It doesn't mean that things will be all sunshine and rainbows. Definitely, kutakuwa na mashida here and there, but friendship is very important. And then I think number five, something that I've just thought about right now, is um, Christian guy or girl does not equate perfection. Let me write it down. I had not written it down, man. I can soak in it after this. A Christian guy or girl does not equal what? Perfection. Christian guy or girl does not equal perfection. So it doesn't equal perfection. I mean, we are all human beings and we have our strengths and weaknesses. At times they're ugly, at times, they're very ugly. Hata mimi kuna weaknesses zangu man nyingi sana zenye my mom who's close to me has told me about it, and I'm praying about it that God helps me to become a better person. And we also need to get into relationships knowing that no one is perfect. They will screw up, they will mess up, but you need to extend grace and extend patience and kindness. But that doesn't mean on everything, man. Um, you need to have your clean cut boundaries and what is it called? And standard. You need standards. It doesn't mean like you forgive everything. Obviously, I'm talking cheat on you, you just go. Uh, but I mean, there needs to be grace because no one is perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We are all a work in progress, and that's why the Word of God says, "As we behold unto a mirror, we are transformed more and more into His likeness." We are not yet there, as in hatujafika place yenye tuko like mzee ni wale wasee tumeokoka, yani Mungu ametutransform, we are better, we are the best people here on earth. No, I mean, we need to extend grace on the things that grace need to be extended on.